racial disparities in these areas according to a Federal Reserve Board survey in 2019. Only 34% of Black American households owned equity investments compared with 61% of white families. Data shows the average value of stocks Black Americans owned amounted only to $14,400, nearly a quarter of what was held by their white peers. When Black Americans are given the financial knowledge and skills of how to plan for their retirement, it is much easier to persuade them to start a retirement plan. Consider the financial plight of many elderly Black Americans who did not plan for retirement, hence my grandmother, who relied exclusively on Social Security benefits and other things. Almost half of the minority Social Security beneficiaries, 45% Black and 44% Hispanic, rely on Social Security for 90% of or more of their retirement income. This workshop, we will share a path forward to investing to create wealth and planning for your retirement. So we're going to go over investor education, how to invest, diversify your portfolio, how to understand risk and rewards, and accumulate funds for retirement. So the difference between saving and investing: saving is interest-bearing accounts that are safe and liquid, hence money market accounts, where you can put your money in and save and receive compound interest on. I recommend Ally. Investing accounts involves risks, no guarantee that your money will grow. It's a potential gain and loss. A lot of investors recommend opening up a brokerage account. I recommend Fidelity to start investing. Okay, risk and reward. Over time, saving can build up money. However, investing offers the best way to achieve long-term financial goals. Any investing discussion must begin with truth. Investing means taking risk, so do not be afraid to take risk. Go ahead and open up a brokerage account so that you can start investing. The sooner you invest, the more you can make over time. How is wealth and retirement income created? Through stocks, bonds, home ownerships, and inheritance. Wealth is created by having a financial plan based on your values, goals, needs, and wants. Potential investment gain by age groups. So this is a chart of an investment example, and the sooner this person started investing, the more money they were able to make. Okay, the sooner this person started investing, the more money they were able to create. Okay, work smarter, not harder. Next slide.
That means start now.
Take this information and apply it.
Thank you.
The opportunity of drinking a small coffee every day versus investing that money. Opportunity costs represent the potential benefits that an individual investor or business misses out on when choosing one alternative over another. And this alternative comes down to your decisions, your values, what's important to you in life. And so your money reflects your values. You are where you are because of your choices. And so if you want to start to take your journey to wealth, you need to make wealth-based decisions, okay? Next slide. Go ahead.
So as you can see in the chart, it is $2.09 years, you see that amount. In 40 years, you see that amount. So you don't have to invest large chunks of your money. You could just start at $2.95 a day. And we always spend our money on little things that we want, but if we just take the time out to actually add to our savings and invest money, it will work in our good later on.
And so that goes into a presentation that Dr. Wise did yesterday on entrepreneurship. And she mentioned that in the future, in like 2030, like 1.3 billion people are estimated to be in the slums, okay? And she was promoting, she was saying that entrepreneurship can be the route of preventative for your future, okay? 2030 is your kids, okay? And you don't want them in the slums. So let's start thinking preventative. This is not just about you anymore, okay? If you plan to have a family or you want your family to be good, entrepreneurship, investing, because entrepreneurship isn't for everybody, but finding financial literacy and understanding it for your benefit and applying it to how it works for you will benefit you in the long run. Okay, so automatic investment plans make a difference. Majority of families are invested in the stock market. Reviewing this chart shows that 52% of all families with a median holding of $40,000 invested in the stock market. However, when you review by race, ethnicity, 61% of white investors with a median holding of 31% of black investors with a median holding of 12,000, and Hispanic investors, 28% with a median holding of 10,800 invested in the stock market. And so one way that I am practicing my financial literacy skills and being involved in the stock market is by using the Society for Financial Education and Professional Development, peer coaching. I got a session to help me understand my savings more, and it helped me plan for my April expenses and my May expenses. So I recommend our peer financial coaching if you don't know where to start. Black families are less likely to own income and wealth-producing assets. These differences are not new. Black Americans are disadvantaged from the outset when it comes to building wealth. While 51% of white Americans say they have inherited wealth, just 23% of Black Americans have. For Black Americans, disparities grow every month. While they are saving 76% more at $693 per month, even Black Americans who earn more than $100,000 a year consistently save or invest considerably less than their white counterparts at the same income level.
Thank you so much, Biani, for that information. That was really good. So I'm up next, and I will be talking about stocks. What are stocks? Stocks are equity investments that represent an ownership interest in a company. There are different types of stocks and also different categories. For example, growth stocks or value stocks. A common stock is ownership in a publicly traded company. Shareholders are entitled to vote in the election of company officers as well as other important matters, and they often receive dividends on shares. So common stocks, we will have the blue chip stocks, long history, 25 years or more, consistent dividend payments, and relatively stable value. Then we have the growth stocks, which are short history and bought for their potential increase in share price as the company's market value increases. Why stocks? So it's long-term growth, capital appreciation, and dividend income, meaning you get your money. When should stocks be used? To achieve long-term growth and goals, create wealth, retirement funds, child's education, and to also stay ahead of inflation. I'm not sure, I don't think currently we are in inflation, but currently the job market is off, people aren't getting hired, and there's just a lot of things going on with the economy. People are losing their jobs, even people who work for the federal government are losing their jobs as well. So it's definitely important to invest in stocks for reasons as that. So 2020 stock market current investor status by age. The deep-rooted participation gap persists, with 55% of Black Americans and 71% of white Americans reporting stock market investments. This disparity, compounded over time, means that middle-class Black Americans will have less money saved for retirement and less wealth to pass onto the next generation than their white peers. Essentially, this is meaning that a lot of Black Americans aren't investing their money, and we need to start investing our money. And that starts with presentations like this that teach you how to invest your money and what are the first steps on doing that. Okay, so what are bonds? Bonds are IOUs or loans, an investment that promises to pay a predictable income. The types of bonds are corporate bonds, federal government bonds, municipal bonds, and other entities. When investors buy bonds, it means they have loaned money to a company or governmental entity. In return, that company or governmental entity promises to repay the amount borrowed plus interest. Corporate bonds are issued by publicly owned companies, while state or local governments issue municipal bonds. How are bonds issued? With fixed interest rates, face value, and established maturity. When should bonds be used? To provide predictable income, retirement income, and to provide balance to your portfolio. What are bond values change? So interest rate risk, market risk, rating decline, default credit, and call risk. The price of a bond will fluctuate with interest rates. When interest rates go up, prices of currently trading bonds tend to go down and vice versa. If the bond is held to maturity, when it becomes due, the investor will receive an amount stated on the bond known as the face value. In addition, the borrower may promise to pay you an interest payment over the bond duration. The declared interest of the bond is called the coupon rate. All right, can you purchase shares of stocks or bonds issued by a number of companies at one time? A mutual fund invests the pooled money of its shareholders in various types of investments. Mutual funds could be another name for a management company. A fund manager buys and sells securities for the fund shareholders, and they manage the funds. And I will pass it on.
What are mutual funds? Mutual funds are investment pools in which a professional manager invests a pool of money on behalf of many investors. More than 100 million investors in the United States invest in mutual funds. With a mutual fund, a professional manager invests a pool of money on behalf of many investors. The manager selects a diversified portfolio of securities that might be difficult for investors to assume themselves. When should mutual funds be used? To achieve long-term goals, retirement funds, child education, to stay ahead of inflation. Benefits of mutual funds: diversification, professional management. What? Oh, liquidity and simplicity. How funds make money for you: dividend payments, capital gains distributions, increase in the NAV, value of the fund. How do you choose a mutual fund? Establish financial goals, early retirement funds for your child's college, generational wealth transfer, time horizon, and risk tolerance. Investment objectives, for example, accumulate retirement fund equity, mutual funds, generate retirement income bond. What are mutual fund categories? Stock or equity funds, bond funds, hybrid funds, money marketed funds. Is there a minimum initial mutual fund investment? Some required a minimal investment, no minimum. What's wrong? Automatic investment plans, $25 or more. What are exchange trade? Wait, is this me? Oh, yeah, it is. What are exchange traded funds? How do they work? Like mutual funds, investments, they are made in stock, bonds, and other assets are combined of these assets. Unlike mutual funds, ETFs do not sell individual shares directly to you or redeem your shares. ETFs are trades throughout the day like stocks on the stocks exchange. The market price change, but a NAV is determined at the end of the day. Realize diversification of invested funds. Types of ETFs, bond stocks, index-based tracks, underlying, oh, shoot, underlying securities. Oh wait, just let me. I'm talking about stocks.
Okay. How do you buy stocks? You purchase them through stockbrokers or financial advisors, mutual funds, ETFs, employer sponsored retirement plans. How do I buy a mutual fund? There are several ways you can purchase a mutual fund. One way is your company can have a 401k or a 403b retirement plan. The basic difference is that a 403b is used by nonprofit companies, religious groups, school districts, and governmental organizations. IRA investment options. Think of an IRA as a cup. The cup can hold many things or combinations, such as mutual funds, stocks, bonds, 401k Roth, money market funds, and annuities. Maintain a long-term view of your investments. Okay, so economic cycles in the stock market. So if you guys see in this like picture graph, basically it can go up and down, and then there's growth and trend. How money can grow over time. This is an indicator of how money can grow over time if you take a long-term view for your investments. Compound interest. The rule of 72 shows us how quickly money can double depending on the interest rate earned, thanks to compound interest. Just divide 72 by the interest rate and you will earn, showing you how quickly you would double your money. Here are some examples. So as you guys can see on the picture, by 0, 10, 20, 30, 40 years, if your interest rate is 2%, it goes up higher, and then by 36, 18, 12, 9, and 6 years. How do I use what I've learned to create wealth? Create an investment portfolio or stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. Invest in a company 401k. Invest in an individual retirement account, traditional or Roth. Invest in a mutual fund to cover costs of child's education, a 529 plan. Create an emergency fund. Accumulate funds to establish a business, and accumulate funds for a home purchase. Where should you invest your money? Depending on time horizons and risk tolerance, for your short-term goals, money market funds, CDS, savings account, and U.S. Treasury obligations. For medium-term goals, bonds, stocks, mutual funds, and money market. Then for long-term goals, stocks, real estate, mutual funds, and retirement income. Okay, so now we're getting to the end. We have this financial literacy certification that you all can take. It doesn't take long. You guys can put it on your LinkedIn, on your resume. And if you scan this QR code, you guys can take it. And yeah, and it's very beneficial. I know, that's what I said. Yeah. That's it. Okay, and then we also offer pure virtual financial coaching sessions. It would be kind of like your own like peers, not us, but other individuals that also know what they're talking about. And you guys can scan this too if you guys would want that.
This is what I was talking about earlier. I sat down with a peer virtual financial coach, and we talked about how I can save more money, what are my needs and wants, and how I can make more money. So I highly recommend this resource.
All right, and we are at the end. We are at the post-service survey. This is mandatory for the raffle. We can't see if you did it or not. So go ahead and fill this out. We're going to give you about 5 minutes. And then right after this, we will do the raffle. And I can't wait for you guys to win prizes and free money. Yeah. Y'all all gonna get a chance. You could pick it and I'll announce it, or you can announce it if you want, whatever you want. It's not about charging. It's charging now. Ain't nobody here.
So I want to emphasize the importance of financial literacy with the current political climate. One of the professors had mentioned in a meeting that I was in earlier that she was laid off of a government job recently due to the new bills that's going on. So I really want to emphasize that you cannot rely on a job. You can't rely on a job, my guy. That's the reality of it. People are being laid off, and it's not just in the news, it's real life. Like I said, my professor, who was working at some type of government position, told us the story of her being laid off, and people who were actually benefiting from that position that were feeding their kids off of have to figure out something else, okay, to feed their family. So financial literacy is a great foundation to have security no matter if you have a job, entrepreneurship, or you living with your mama, go ahead and start making those decisions while you have the resources. I know that for me, once I started becoming the Society for Financial Education and Professional Development ambassador, I leveraged these tools to be able to improve my finances. And so we want to give the same gift to you with these presentations, with us just being on campus and us doing the raffle, of course, and then being here to ask questions. Are you ready for a raffle? And then feel free to stay afterwards. We are doing a coupon class, me and Kyla. We're going to be talking about how you can save more money within the stores. It's going to be a great resource, and all the resources I reference are great. But Inflation. Inflation's real. So consider that before you decide to leave, how you can benefit from the coupon class.
All righty. Okay, thank you so much for thank you so much for listening and coming to ACES. Again, like Biani said, this is so important, especially since a lot of things are being defunded and a lot of things are happening. Entrepreneurship is honestly the way to go, whether you like to sell anything or not. It's definitely the way to go to secure your financial freedom. So can we get the lights to turn on? We are about to give out prizes. Y'all not excited? Yeah, yes. We about to give out prizes. I'm so excited. We will have the wonderful Ashley Locks hand deliver them as well. So should be so nice. The first thing that we are giving away is a portable charger, and then the next two are cash prizes. The first one is the Kyla. Woo! Yeah, this is... Y'all need to cheer a little harder. Yes, she got it. Yes, you might be next. So the next prize will be $10. Y'all know. Hannah, yes, woo! She won last time, girl. Yes, I will pick the last winner. Let me not look. And this one is a $25 gift card. So let's see who's the lucky winner. Melanie. All right, and we will go straight into the coupon class for 15 minutes. Kyla. Wait. Is she here? No, I'm talking about Melanie's. Where's she at? Okay. Yeah, if she left, she doesn't get it. So y'all need to tell the truth. Oh, she's here? All right. Just making sure. I'm just making it for y'all because y'all sat through the whole thing. I'm just making sure, you know what I'm saying? She in the bathroom? Where she at? Let me stop.
Hey guys, can you make sure you keep your raffle tickets, and on the way out, go to Professor McNeil and she'll scan them for your ACES credits.
Okay.
Thanks. Psych. I lied.
So are they not here? Okay. All right. Faith! Woo! So where's she? Yeah, you get the $25 gift card because Melanie's isn't here.
Okay. So I'm
just going with what my advisor said. Sorry. Oh, here and again, 15 stay for quick 15 minutes. Kyla and Biani will be teaching on couponing.
one moment as we transition. You can plug up your computer in the a screen share. What you got going on?
My parents are trying to hear and they can't hear it for somebody.
Oh. The Zoom sound isn't working. Yeah. Can we set up the presentation and then get the JMS team on the Zoom sound?
Yeah.
So that way they can get their information and don't have them.
Public service announcement, lunch will be held in the GLC.
Wonderful.
So here, across.
Couponed it and he's gonna go right to lunch.
You didn't ask if anybody had any questions.
Does anybody have any questions?
That's a great follow-up, yes.
Oh, dang.
Where's the connector cord? Was there a connector cord for the big screen?
No, you have to join the Zoom.
Okay.
It wasn't zoomed in whatsoever.
Let you figure that out. And you on the Zoom? So you can share that. Okay.
I like this angle. Okay. Join audio. The movie. Okay. What? The EBT card. Yeah, it's not zoomed in.
You just click present. Yeah.
I know, but I want the camera to be zoomed in.
Oh, that's a JMS job. I'll let them know.
Okay. Hello, guys. Are you guys excited about the couponing course? All right. My name is Kyla. Oh, wait, we gotta turn the lights off. Don't get started shortly. Okay. My name is Kyla Young. I prefer to be called Kyla. I am a sophomore transfer student. I am also an accounting major, so I know a lot about finance and specifically how to coupon. So I will be teaching you guys how to coupon and how to save money as a college student and how to save money even if you aren't a college student. What are coupons? Coupons are vouchers entitling the holder to a discount for a particular product. These are 3 types of coupons. The first one to the left is a coupon that you have to clip in order to redeem. The second one is a store-wide coupon, so you don't need to enter a code. And the last one, you do actually have to enter a code. Extreme couponing. Extreme couponing was my first impression on couponing. I'm going to play a short clip right now. Okay. Let me share the audio. Share sound. I'm going to play a short clip right now.
This used to be my living room, but it is now my stockpile room.
Share the audio.
So beautiful.
I feel that a couponer is defined by her stockpile. Everything in here right now is free. She who dies with the most wins.
Couponing has almost become an illness for me. I do go to the grocery store
I wanna play a short clip right
4
now.
times a day. Getting closer.
See that?
This used to be my living
On
room,
today's
but is
trip,
now my
Mom and Dad are
stockpile
gonna
room.
Share the audio.
So beautiful.
Okay, I don't know what's going on with that. But basically in the video, a little bit into it, they use printed out coupons. You don't have to do that anymore unless you're using a website called coupons.com or unless you get a coupon sent to you directly from a manufacturer, from a store. Use cashback apps. Use cashback apps to earn money back on your purchases. You can see that if you have a credit card, even if you have a debit card, but if you sign up for certain apps like Ibotta or Fetch, you can get cash back on regular things. And here are my codes if you guys want to sign up. Take a little picture of that. Nobody's taking a picture. We can take a picture. Here are 2 examples of cash back or coupons as well. This is on Cash App. Everyone, I believe, has Cash App. If you have one of their debit cards, you can get coupons off of anything. So the first one is a Lyft coupon, and the difference between the first one and the second one is you have to manually go in and set your payment method as Cash App Pay, unlike just entering your debit card information and just paying that way, which is how you have to do the second one. My number 1 tip is to get that app. Many people, they get on me, they ask me, why do you have so many apps for stores? Why do you have rewards points for every single store? Because companies, they always give out discounts and free items. They even give out coupons for your birthday. Speaking of birthday, my birthday is tomorrow. So I will be getting me some free food, okay. So I personally like to use CVS, Walgreens, Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, and people don't know, but you can actually coupon at dollar stores. You can coupon at Dollar General and Family Dollar. And I put Chase here as an example, just if you have like a credit bureau, they usually give you cash back on certain things, but you have to manually go in and activate your cash back. And we have T-Life at the bottom. It used to be called T-Mobile Tuesday. They actually gave out a Wingstop three tender combo for a penny. I think it was like 2 weeks ago now. And that's just one of the perks that they give you if you are a T-Mobile, if you have T-Mobile as your service provider. I think that Verizon gives out perks as well. You just have to check. My favorite place to coupon is CVS. What I like about CVS is that they have manufacturer coupons. They have personal coupons, which are called CRTs. They have store credit, which is called extra care bucks at their store, and they also give cash back. CRT means cash register tape. ECB means extra care bucks, and it's kind of similar when it comes to Walgreens, when it comes to the personal coupons and the store credit. And this is an example of one of the transactions that I did at CVS. You guys can see that. So my transaction started off being the amount of $62.47, and it went down to, you'll see that now. It went to $5.24. So in this transaction, I used $15 in the cash back, which is called extra care bucks. I paid $5 out of pocket, and I received $16 back. What are manufacturer coupons? They are coupons that reset every 1 to 2 weeks. At CVS, you can glitch to stack them, and they are stackable with CRTs, but they apply to every account. So here is an example of what 2 CRTs look like. The first one is more obvious, but the second one it kind of looks like a CRT, which is a personal coupon. Cash register tape, CRTs, they reset every week. They're stackable with manufacturer coupons and they're stackable with other CRTs, but they're different for everyone. So I have 4 examples of CRTs. I have $2 off of Revlon, $3 off of Cremo, and I put that there because I used to be able to glitch to stack that, so I used to get Cremo products for free. And the second one, or third one, is a $4 off $12 textured hair care oils, treatments, or serums. And that's really important because you know how expensive our hair care products are. So when I had that coupon, that really came in clutch. The last one is a $8 off of 35 Gillette any razors, handles, and blades. I don't ever use that coupon because I don't ever really have that amount in my cart to use it, so I don't ever use it. But you can see here that it says send a card. Anytime that you want to claim a coupon at CVS, you have to press send a card in order for it to get on your account. I'm gonna pause here. Did you guys notice that we have 2 of the same brand coupon? What I like to do is when I find a coupon that seems like it can stack, I go to the brand and I choose one of the cheapest products. If you get a better CRT manufacturer coupon combo, you can go for higher priced items, but for this example, I'm using a cheaper product. So we have a Revlon Kiss Balm that is priced at $6.79. And if you see in the red fine print, it says you get $5 in extra care bucks, which are those cashback rewards for purchasing 2 Revlon cosmetics. And this is the product that it applies to. And when you're on the app and you scroll down, you can see the deals that it applies to. If I were to scroll over, I would see this $2 off CRT as well. So there are 2 ways that you can do this deal. You can just combine the $4 and the $2 off, and you can just get this product for 79 cents. Or the total can be $13.58 for 2 of the products. You take out that $6 coupon and you get $5 back. It will make that a $2.58 net cost. That's what we call it. So you would technically pay whatever the amount is, $7.58. You'll pay $7.58 out of pocket, but you'll get that $5 back. And here is a moneymaker scenario. This is one that is pretty common. This is for Maybelline. The cheapest product is the Maybelline Baby Lips. You can also go for an eyeshadow product. I have a $4 off coupon that is for any L'Oreal or Maybelline product. So, and also in the fine print, you can see that you can get $6 in cash back, extra care bucks for purchasing 2 of the cosmetics. So you can pick up 2 of these, or you can pick up 1 of these, get it for 79 cents, or you can pay $5.58 and get that $6 back, and you will get it for free and a 42-cent moneymaker. My number 2 tip is to never pay for toothpaste. When you get more well-versed into couponing, you will never have to pay for toothpaste. My mom gets on me about it. I always have toothpaste, a little bit too much, but it's fine. In this scenario, I got $44 worth of toothpaste for free, and I also got $9 back in cash back. How I did this scenario is I picked up the product on top, and it had a $4 off coupon. The one in the middle applied to a buy 3, get $5 off. So I picked up the middle product and the bottom product. And I also had a CRT that was $2 off of 20. So the amount for this transaction was $21.97. I took the $11 in coupons off, and I didn't pay out of pocket, but I wrote $10.97. I got $10 in extra care bucks, so that's already a good deal, 97 cents for all of that. And I submitted it to Ibotta, If you want my link again, I can put it back on the screen after the presentation, and I got $4.53 back. I did this transaction twice, that's why I ended up with $9.
I want to add that the easiest way to apply this information is just think about your favorite store, download the app to your favorite store, and use the app every time you go to your favorite store. That way, you are slowly accumulating points in your favorite store and receiving rewards and or coupons to your favorite store. This is the easiest way to apply this information.
Number 3 tip is to price match. In this scenario, Popeyes, I had the Popeyes app, and I also had Uber Eats. On the Popeyes app, it said you can get 2 chicken sandwiches for $8, but on the Uber Eats app, you can get 2 chicken sandwiches for $6. So this is a basic example, but it's just how you can coupon for food. But stores like Amazon or anything like that, even Walmart, they try and price gouge, that's what it's called. They price gouge before there is a big deal like Black Friday or something, and they make it seem like they're putting a product out for a sale, but that's just a sale price. If you're at a store and their competitor has a cheaper price, you can price match there as well. So let's say that there is a beauty product that's $10 and it's $7 at like Target, and you're at Walmart, you can ask them, can you price match this? And you can get it for $7. But what you would like to know as well is most of these coupons that you see on these apps are not store exclusive. All of these coupons that I show you here, they are all applicable at multiple stores. But I'm showing you these products, these various amount of products, because these are things that you can coupon for. You can get laundry detergent, paper towels, diapers, pads, and hair care products. You know how expensive all of these items are? You can get coupons for them. But what I like to do is I like to go to the store that gives me the most store credit. So I'll alternate between Walgreens and CVS when I do coupon. My number 4 tip is to make a shopping list. Couponing can get very overwhelming at times, and shopping in general can get overwhelming at times. So what I like to do is calculate my coupons, my cash back, and see how they apply before I go in store. But while you're at it, you might as well just do a pickup order. And this is how you can coupon for food. If you saw earlier, one of the cashback apps that I put is called A.C.E.S, and you can get free or discounted food. And this example is not a food item, but it is a supplement. I was able to pick up this Winged Wellness women's supplement that gives you a refund up to about $23. I was able to get one of their products for free. And what I like about A.C.E.S is that they can let you know how many products are in stock near you if you just enter your zip code. So you don't have to do it manually. Delivery food apps. Apps like Instacart, DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Grubhub give out promo codes and discounts. They will just be in the promotional section of your Gmail or your email, and you will have to manually go out and look for them because you usually don't get notifications for promotions unless you have notifications on. Do pickup instead of delivery for extra savings. And here are several discount codes that I have from different stores. Uber Eats used to give me a lot of 40% off. I used to get seafood boils a lot. But my favorite one is Postmates. Many people really don't know about Postmates anymore since it got bought out by Uber Eats. But here's an example about how I got a $20 meal for just tax. I could have did this order for pickup and just paid I just could have paid the 49 cents. I got this off of Telegram, but you want to be careful because there are scammer group chats on there. But if you would like me to point you to the right direction, I can. Food Lion, this is a store that we have in North Carolina. They also take Dollar General coupons, but they also have a shop and earn thing. So you can get cash back on regular purchases. And in this example, there is a coupon for a Hidden Valley Ranch that applies to a $2 product. And I was able to get that for free. So you can coupon for food as well. Too Good to Go, it is a store, no, it's an app that eliminates food waste within restaurants, promoting sustainability by selling leftovers for cheap. So we have Whole Foods, they have bakery bags, prepared food bags, and they also have Circle K, which can give you like the heated up foods. I just went for the dozen donuts at Krispy Kreme for $5.49. It's a really good price. My secret tip is to have 2 accounts. If you have another person in your family that doesn't know how to coupon, you can just use their account, but it's pretty much prohibited to have more than one person in your household coupon, so you want to be careful about that. I have another account to maximize my earnings and maximize the amount of items that I can get for cheap or free. And here are TikTokers that taught me how to coupon. You can take a screenshot here, or you can take a picture. And I was able to get 8 deodorants for free. Yeah. Okay. I was able to get 8 deodorants for free. We have to wrap up pretty soon, so I can't play the video. And my bonus tip is to search online for coupons. Panera, you know how expensive Panera is, but you can use a website like couponfollow.com and you can get 50% off your order. Right now they have $2 off your order, and they also have $5 off a $10 order. And like I said, check your emails, check the promotions, and also check Reddit forums. I've recently been looking on Facebook for coupons and stuff, and it's actually really good. And thank you for your time. Does anybody have any questions? Any questions? Okay. The brands or the store? The brands that I get the best discount for is CoverGirl, Garnier, and yeah, I think that's it. Because I usually get their products, I can usually get them for free. And like I said, toothpaste, I usually get it for free, so any type of toothpaste brand. And I am doing a $2 raffle. You can get a bag, a self-care bag, basically a care package that's worth like $40 plus. Yes. Okay.
What do you do stores next? Like, what are the best stores?
The best stores.
I left out the meeting, so I didn't hear it.
Okay. CVS, Walgreens, and you can coupon at Food Lion. I found that, no, yeah, I can even coupon at Walmart as well. You can coupon at Walmart. If you guys want one-on-one training, you can message me on my Instagram or you can text my number.
Another great place to go is Staples if you're looking for like school stuff, school supplies. I got an reward thing with Staples, and I actually earned up to $112. Went in, did some shopping, and ended up only having to spend like 98 cents for $120 some. So Staples is another good one.
All right, that's all for our ACES today. Thank you so much for coming.